ABS-CBN kinasuhan. ABS-CBN galit na, at may nilinaw. Bilyon-bilyong pisong nawala binisto. Isang bagong problema na naman nga ang kinakaharap ng ABS-CBN, matapos nang maghain ng isang petisyon si Piqui Lopez sa SEC, laban sa ABS-CBN. Sa katunayan nga, ay mababasa nga yan sa isang article mula Inquirer.net, na may headline ng, ABS-CBN unfazed by Piqui's complaint to SEC. ABS-CBN Corp. said it does not expect Federico Piqui Lopez's complaint before the Securities and Exchange Commission to materially affect its operations, as the Lopez family feud spilled further into the embattled firm. In a disclosure on Friday, ABS-CBN said it had yet to receive a copy of the alleged complaint, or any SEC order requiring it to answer allegations raised by Piqui. The company will provide the appropriate response to the relevant regulator at the appropriate time, ABS-CBN said. The media and entertainment firm added that it does not expect any material impact on its business and operations. ABS-CBN issued the clarification after the Philippine Stock Exchange directed the company to comment on news reports regarding Piqui's SEC complaint against its top executives. This came after Piqui sought an SEC-led forensic audit and the appointment of an independent management committee to oversee ABS-CBN's remaining assets and operations. Piqui earlier accused ABS-CBN Chair Martin Mark Lopez, President Carlo Katigbak and Chief Financial Officer Ricardo Tan, of allegedly squandering company resources and violating corporate and securities laws. Piqui, a member of ABS-CBN's board, accused the management of engaging in systemic fraud, misrepresentation, and the unabated dissipation of company assets. His complaint questioned billions of pesos in executive compensation, capital spending and accounting practices following ABS-CBN's loss of its broadcast franchise in 2020. ABS-CBN said the company and its employees were being dragged into a fight they are not part of. The firm said its board had consistently commended employees for helping keep ABS-CBN afloat despite its financial struggles. Instead of publicly calling out certain employees, and as a director of the company, Piqui should just engage the board in constructive discussion, the company said. This public discussion is unfair to employees and is uncalled for. The firm added that the controversy was becoming a painful distraction, as employees remained focused on restoring ABS-CBN's financial footing. Please do not drag ABS-CBN into a fight that is not ours, the company said. Hindi lang yan, dahil ayon naman sa isang article mula Philstar.com, ay titignan ng SEC ang reklamong inihain ni Piqui Lopez laban sa mga executive ng ABS-CBN Corp. Na ang reklamo nga ay patungkol sa agarang investigasyon sa tinawag nga nitong umano'y systemic fraud, misrepresentation at unabated dissipation ng mga asset ng top management ng ABS-CBN. Sa reklamong inihain sa SEC noong May 6, 2026, hiniling ni Piqui sa komisyon na i-audit ang ABS-CBN at imbestigahan ang top management nito, sa pangunguna ng chairman nitong si Mark Lopez dahil sa umano'y paglustay ng tens of billions of pesos, gayon din sa mga paglabag sa Revised Corporation Reg Code at Securities Code. Bukod kay Mark Lopez, ang mga respondent na pinangalanan sa reklamo ay sina ABS-CBN President Carlo Katigbak at ang Treasurer at Group Chief Financial Officer nito na si Ricardo Tan. Na mababasa nga dito na, the Securities and Exchange Commission said it would look into the complaint filed by Tycoon Federico Piqui Lopez against ABS-CBN Corp executives. The complaint seeks for an urgent investigation on the alleged systemic fraud, misrepresentation and unabated dissipation of assets by the ABS-CBN's top management. We will look into it, SEC Chairperson Francis Lim said. He declined to give additional comments. In a complaint filed with the SEC on May 6, 2026, Piqui has asked the Commission to audit ABS-CBN and investigate its top management, led by its chairman Martin Mark Lopez for allegedly squandering tens of billions of pesos of losing media companies' resources, as well as for violations of the Revised Corporation Code and the Securities Regulation Code. Aside from Mark Lopez, respondents named in the complaint are ABS-CBN President Carlo Katigbak and its Treasurer and Group Chief Financial Officer Ricardo Tan. Picky, a member of ABS-CBN's Board of Directors, claims that the actions of the ABS-CBN management reveal a concerning pattern where a significant amount of corporate funds were disbursed in recent years to unduly favor certain officers of the corporation, and or to siphon cash out of the corporation through unnecessary expenses. Welcome back mga ka-highlights. Bago tayo magpatuloy ay maaaring mag-subscribe at i-click ang notification bell para updated kayo sa mga susunod pang videos, at paki-like na rin ang video, share at mag-comment na rin. Maraming salamat po. He said the expenses are clearly causing damage and prejudice to the rank-and-file employees, minority shareholders, the creditors and the investing public. According to the complaint, ABS-CBN's financial decline started even before it lost its franchise in 2020, with the company reporting a net loss of 2.6 billion pesos in 2019, despite being the number one network. From 2020 to 2025, it said ABS-CBN piled up at least 45.5 billion pesos in accumulated net losses. We hope our stakeholders choose to support our mission of public service rather than add further obstacles to our recovery, it said. In a related matter, First Philippine Holdings Corp., a listed company where Picky sits as chair and CEO, said it was allowed by the SEC to hold its annual stockholders meeting on July 27, 2026, while deferring or excluding the election of directors from the agenda. FPH deferred the holding of the company's 2026 ASM which was previously scheduled on May 28. Sa nilabas na statement ng ABS-CBN patungkol dito, ay ang issue daw ng mga Lopez, ay walang kinalaman ang ABS-CBN, na mababasa nga dito na, ABS-CBN and its people, continue to be dragged into a fight they are not part of. ABS-CBN is aware of published reports of an alleged complaint filed by ABS-CBN Board Director, Federico Picky Lopez's lawyers with the SEC. The Board of Directors of ABS-CBN has consistently commended the ABS-CBN team for all their efforts and sacrifices to keep ABS-CBN afloat. There have been no recorded objections to these commendations. Instead of publicly calling out certain employees, and as a director of the company, Picky should just engage the board in constructive discussion. This public discussion is unfair to these employees and is uncalled for. ABS-CBN's entire workforce continues to focus on returning the company to solid footing. All these public accusations are painful distractions that take time and resources away from what is truly important to us. We hope our stakeholders choose to support our mission of public service rather than add further obstacles to our recovery. The majority of the Lopez family has already stated that the issues in their family dispute do not involve ABS-CBN. Dagdag pa nga dito na, huwag na po sanang idamay ang ABS-CBN sa isang away na hindi naman amin. Ayon naman sa isang article mula PEP-PH, ay malinaw ngang mababasa dito na, patindi ng patindi ang sigalot sa mga Lopez dahil sa napabalitang power struggle at sangasangang isyong may kinalaman sa negosyo ng pamilya. Ito ay matapos maghain ni Federico Picky Lopez ng petisyon sa Security and Exchange Commission na imbestigahan ang di umano'y paglabag ng ABS-CBN sa Revised Corporation Code and Securities Regulation Code. May kinalaman ito sa billions of pesos na ikinalugi ng kumpanya dahil umano sa kapabayaan ng pamunuan ng Kapamilya Network. Si Picky ay isa sa Board of Directors ng ABS-CBN, na kasalukuyang pinamumunuan ng chairman na si Mark Lopez. Sa pamamagitan ng kanyang abogado, inihain ni Picky ang reklamo sa SEC noong May 6, 2026, at nailathala ito sa iba't ibang online news sites noong May 7. Sabi sa reklamo, umabot sa 45.5 billion pesos ang net losses ng ABS-CBN mula 2020 hanggang 2025. Naubos daw ang naipong kita ng kumpanya na nagkakahalaga ng 13.8 billion pesos, at nagkaroon ng deficit na 6 billion pesos nang magtapos ang taong 2025. Di umano, umabot sa 10.6 billion Philippine pesos ang ibinayad na compensation packages at advances sa top executives at favored persons, sa kabila ng pinagdadaanang hirap ng kumpanya. Itinago pa umano ang executive bonuses sa ibang classification sa financial records para hindi masilip ang laki ng sweldo ng top executives. Hindi raw nakatulong ang mga ito sa kumpanya na mula sa pagiging broadcasting network ay nag-pivot bilang isang major content provider at media company. Samantala, ano naman ang mga masasabi nyo patungkol sa mga napag-usapan natin sa video na ito?